Get back, Trixie. And late as a pit bull. Okay, Trixie, now you can come if you want, whatever. Here. This is near garbage, I think, here. I think my piss bottle would be more comfortable there. Yep, I feel it. I feel it's more comfortable. All right, let me clip this. Come on, Trixie, if you want to come over here, come on. I can move this kind of out your way. Come on.
Head south.
And if you don't want to, I'm sure you'll leave. Her little ass got out the car yesterday. Oh my God, I just about broke down thinking about the ramifications. I mean, I delivered an order and then I came back and got in the car. I had one of the few times I left the window down, but not all the way like it is now. I can't say what exactly happened. I know it's possible she jumped out the window, but I came and got back in the car and I'm ready to take off. And I look in front of me, and on the left of the curb, the lawn there, between there and the sidewalk, there's a little furry creature spinning around, sniffing like crazy at something. And it's Trixie. Yes,
north.
It was you. It was you. And that could have been it. If she had run behind the car instead of in front, I would have took off and maybe thought she was in the back. She's not always sitting where she's sitting right now. In fact, she was in the back just now when I called her to the car. And I may not have noticed right away. It's just think. God,
in 300 feet, turn right onto Hens Drive.
If she had not been in front of the
Take
car,
the next right onto Hens Drive.
I would have just drove away. That would have been it. Then I would have went crazy. Oh my God, I would have went berserk. And that's all I would have been doing is searching for her. That's all. Nothing else.
In 1,000 feet, turn left onto Cordes Avenue
to
Northwest.
Fucking get through to where she was at. And I would not have known which stop to spend more time looking at. If I would have went maybe to multiple stops before I noticed.
Take the next left onto Cordes Avenue Northwest.
I can't even imagine. Oh, God. If I ever see her trying to get out of this fucking car, I'm going to beat the hell out of her. Because I would rather...
In a quarter mile, turn right onto 4 Mile Road Northwest.
I'm not going to beat the hell out of her. No. I'm going to make sure she damn well knows never to do that again and think that it's the worst thing that could ever happen to her if she gets caught trying to get out of this vehicle on her own. Oh, God.
The light, turn right onto 4 Mile Road Northwest.
Oh, boy. That's how she ended up with me in the first damn place.
Continue for 5 miles.
Out of her fence, apparently, and I'll bet you it was chasing an animal. I bet you that's what happened when she got out of the car, and I bet you that's what happened when she got out of her fence in Baton Rouge, Louisiana. And I found her at like 3 in the morning in the middle of the road, all covered in mud. She looked like a homeless dog, but not kind of, sort of, but not really. She did look like she was groomed, but I actually tried to shoo her away. I figured she would run towards her house. I was making a food delivery at like 3 in the morning, and she didn't go. She just stayed in the road and looked around like she had no idea where in the world she was and almost got hit by a car. And I have it on camera because I was already wearing a camera on my head then for every pickup and every drop off. That was over a year ago. All that footage is gonna air. One of these days I'll start airing that shit, and it's gonna be phenomenal. But whatever. I'm filming still. Not these lives. I'm filming constantly, all the time. Eventually, I'm gonna have a day. Once I start with my daily videos, it's gonna be for every day the rest of my life. Because I've got like fucking 3 years in the can already. I could stop right now and just start editing video. But if I don't die or something, then I'll be set up later on. And if I do die, just remember, I'm pissed off about that, and I don't really give a fuck about the fucking YouTube shit. I give a fuck about that I died. But anyway, Trixie had escaped from her fence, and I did not know. I took the little mud-covered dog. I had it on my head near the camera already, and you eventually you'll see me saying, "Oh no, I did not want to take her in. She looked horrible, and I did not know what disease she might have." And I had Lady the Pit Bull already living in the car, and she had been through hell. She was recovering from almost dying from mange. She had no fur, and all her forelegs and her neck was all no skin, and just her neck was swollen up giant and hanging and dripping, and no skin. I mean, she was just raw, no skin on her legs when I got her, and starved almost to death. And I did not want her to have to catch a disease from a little dog I picked up off the street and suffer again. But I couldn't leave this little muddy dog in the road. So I took her to Walgreens parking lot, and that was the last time I cleaned my stainless steel pot, because even though it was not, I should not have put her in the giant pot. It was better. It would have been better just on the parking lot. The pot did not help. I left my pot there, my cooking pot. But and I used it to give. It was real heavy. I could put it to give water to the dogs while we drive, and I just put a little water so it wouldn't slash out. And it was so heavy I didn't have to worry about it sliding around. But I left it in that parking lot. But I bathed Trixie, and then I did post her right then on lost dogs of whatever parish, because they don't have counties in Louisiana, they have parishes, and lost dogs of that parish. And I might have posted it in 2 different parishes, because 2 different sites, on Facebook. And a couple weeks, I think, had went by, and I left. I left because of the weather. It was too hot in that fucking area, so I headed north. And I was in St. Louis by the time they told me on that website that the owner had contacted them. They took that long. Pretty much by then, Trixie the Terrible had found her home. I'm sure she had a perfectly fine home before. But it is a fact that no one will ever treat her as good as I will, because I'm insane, I guess. I don't really make attachments with humans too much. I do, but I'm not that interested in keeping up with them. I actually make really good attachments with humans when I'm working with them, or for any reason that I need to be around people. This Walmart Spark, everyone that I deal with. But I I just don't seem to have the interest to keep up a relationship with a human. But dogs is a whole different story. Dogs, to me, that is a bond for life, and I don't think dogs should eat dog food. I think they should eat meat and vegetables. The vegetables are because they need carotene and L-carotene and all kind of shit that they need that they would normally get from the bowels of their prey animals. Because people say, especially ignorant people are like, dogs don't need all that shit, you know. Yeah, they do. Dogs don't eat vegetables in the wild, wolves. But actually, they eat all the vegetables. They just eat it pre-digested in the bowels of their prey. And they get all the things they need out of that. And they do need that. But they can't digest a lot of it or absorb it properly until it's been through the bowels of a rabbit or a fucking deer or some shit. Because they're made to really break it down good. And then they do all that hard work and the wolf gets it. That's the way your great creator made things, huh? Since he was so kind and benevolent. Yeah, the world is fucking horror. We look at nature documentaries and they show the animals in tranquil moments, eating grass or just relaxing and just enjoying life, playing. But really, it's just a short life and a lot of misery throughout for every species on the earth. I mean, before humans fucked it up even. And then it's going to end in a violent, painful, fucking miserable death soon, or some kind of fucking disease, because bacteria and viruses are just another predator, just like a lion or a tiger. So, I mean, it's just a world where everything is set upon each other. Misery and horror.
In a quarter mile, turn left onto 4 Mile Road, 8th Avenue.
You're not the boss of me. I just happened to be turning that way.
Take the next left onto 4 Mile Road, 8th Avenue.